Do you have trouble communicating with your partner? I've been going through this True Love app to give a sneak peek to people and to test it out myself, see what's good, what's not, see if it's helpful. It's for your relationship, right? So, like, there's you, your partner, and the third thing is your relationship. So, you want to nurture that, but you really need to be whole yourself, right? And maintain your own self for the relationship to do well. So, a lot of people need to learn about love, learn how to love, right? Unless you were raised in a particularly like perfect way, right? With perfectly secure parents who model this. So yeah, this is the True Love app. I've been going through one module each week to show you guys. It's a 6 week course. So let's go down. We're on week 5. And just as a review, you can go back and watch those videos if you want to see what weeks 1 through 4 were about. But basically, like, first week is about self-awareness, so becoming aware of yourself, almost like you're watching your own behavior, thoughts, feelings. And then week 2 is about self-acceptance. So we need to accept ourselves, like radically, completely, right? Self-love. And week 3 is about boundaries. So many of us need to learn how to establish boundaries, and it's not being a jerk, right? It's actually kind to your partner to let them know like what you need, where your limits are, and it nurtures again that third thing, that relationship. Um, Last week's video was about week 4, so codependency. Who relates to that? Many people identify as codependent or at least some codependent traits, right? Like you're happy if your partner's happy, this kind of thing, right? Okay, so this week we're going into week 5 of this True Love app to transform your relationship, right? And this is about communication, conscious communication in particular. So expressing yourself authentically without blame or defensiveness. So many of us need practice with all this stuff, right? But they're practical things that you can absolutely learn that will make you feel better and more confident and will also absolutely benefit your relationship. So, okay, let's dive in and have a sneak peek into week 5. Conscious communication, turning rupture into repair. So, really like looking at these ruptures, right? These fights or whatever as a chance to repair. It really is. Like personally, when you have a trigger, right? That's a great opportunity to go in and do that self-work and heal. Same thing in your relationship. When you have a rupture, when you have a fight, when you have an argument, a disagreement, whatever it is, great time to heal the relationship. If you learn this stuff, if you practice it, right? So, why is this week important? Well, great couples, first of all, are not conflict free. They're repair rich. So, they know how to repair and they know it's super important to take that opportunity to do the repair. Communication isn't about winning. Like if you're stuck in that, that's a zero sum game. That's no good. But it is about understanding and coordinating and finding like a common solution that works for both of you. Um, so there are 4 moves. The first one is to observe from a camera view. Again, kind of like week 1, awareness, right? Watching that relationship, watching your own behavior from the outside. So what happened basically? Okay, so in this example, the dishes were left in the sink. It's these little things, right, that get us in the relationship when we're living together, for example. And then number 2, feel. Like, how does it make you feel? But keep it really simple, right? Sad, afraid, angry. Here it's saying, I feel overwhelmed. So you just like state your feeling, right? Us as adults need to do this just like it's helpful to help a child know what they're feeling, right? And say it out loud. It's still helpful as adults, absolutely, to do this. Number 3 is establish the need, speak the need, the value, the priority. So in this example, I need shared effort. I need you to help, right? Just say what you need. Really just spit it out. Okay. Simple, simple, simple. Number 4, and without blame, right? Without something negative towards the other person. Like you're owning it. Like I feel this way. I need this, you know. This is the specific thing that's bothering me. Don't pull up stuff from the past, right? Not always, you always do this. Just this one example, right? It's hard enough. Like you got to keep it simple like this. And then the 4th move is to request. Be specific, use time, So like, would you handle the dishes tonight and alternate this week? Like ask for what you need, be specific, and have a time frame to it. So listening that calms the room. So what helps to calm? Well, again, not blame, right? So reflect. So the other person in this example could be listening and say, like, so you felt overlooked when I was on my phone, or this is a new example. So me being on my phone, that's such a thing in this day and age, right? Made you feel overlooked. Okay. And then validate that person. That makes sense. I would feel that way too. Like I'm the one on my phone, but actually, if I think about it, when you're on your phone, yeah, I don't feel important, right? So like understand it from their view. Have curiosity. Is there what else? Like, please tell me more, and don't take it personally. Like, what else are you feeling? What am I missing? And take ownership so you can look for your part. And it's important to remember, like, it doesn't excuse if the other person did something, right, that bothered you. Like, all of these things can be true, but what is your part? It's really, really freeing to sort of let go of what someone else does, not keep score, and just look at your own part. So in this example, my part was checking out. I just was checked out on my phone. Like that's true, right? Doesn't make you a bad person, nothing, right? um, I get how that landed. Just again, giving validation to the other person and understanding. So then we talk about the pause protocol for when you're flooded like emotionally, right? You can feel this. Your nervous system is overactivated. You're kind of stressed. Call a timeout with a return time. Like if you're gonna lash out, especially or blame, right? Like ask for a little bit of time and let them know you'll come back. And then just regulate yourself in the way that you prefer. Go for a run, go walk, do breathing, stretching. I like to do ice facials. You can fill a big bowl with cold water and ice and like submerge your face. I usually engage a little bit of breath work with it. It's really refreshing. It really kind of shocks the system a little bit in a pretty gentle way and gives me clarity. So that's another thing to try. So whatever regulates you, and then come back and speak from the four moves that we went through. So pausing protects the relationship, like save yourself from having to, make these amends for like, oh, I'm sorry I lashed out. I'm sorry I did. Like, stop yourself before you're going to do that and go take care of yourself, though, right? Like, it's hard to stop that for some of us, but also it's so wonderful when you then regulate yourself and you're like, oh, I didn't do that. That's great. And it didn't damage our third thing, the relationship. Okay, so anatomy of a real apology. So what's a real apology? Because many times in relationships, you're like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't actually feel like they're sorry, right? Okay, so name the impact. This is really wonderful to do for someone and to receive. So not just the intent. Own your part without but, like again, it's okay. You can let everything else go. We don't need to judge someone else. Like you have your feelings, yes, you can express your needs, but also kind of let everything go and just own your part. You're going to feel great about that. And then state the change that you'll make the next time and ask, is there anything still aching that I can understand better? Like, what a loving thing to do, right? This is your relationship. So let's do nurturing things for it. Okay, so before, after, language upgrades. So, for example, maybe before you would say, you're so sensitive. It's like an accusation, like you're too sensitive, right? And after, maybe you say, I see this really touched something tender. Tell me where it landed. Be kind about it. And then before, maybe you say, like, fine, whatever. And instead, you could say, I'm getting defensive, like own it, right? Can we slow down so I can listen better? Or take that pause, ask for that time to regulate yourself. What are some common traps? Meta fighting, so fighting about the fight, return to the original issue. This is like what I was saying before, just focus on that one thing. It's hard enough, right? Just that one example. It doesn't matter if it's happened 17 times before, it doesn't matter. Okay, kitchen sinking is a common trap. So past grievances pile on, stay with one thing. score keeping, tallying hurt. So that's not going to nurture your relationship. Don't even keep score at all. Trade that for gratitude and repair. Just what you focus on grows. So focus on gratitude in the other person. Forget the other stuff. You can express your feelings and needs if you can do it in this proper way, right? And it takes practice, practice, practice. So that's what this app is for. That's what this week is about. Conscious communication, authentic communication, practicing expressing yourself, but in a way that's not harmful to the other person or to the relationship. So then we go to the reflection corner that we have each week, which for this week, you can choose one ongoing friction point and write one observe, feel, need, request statement you'll use this week. So to reflect on this before you go ahead and practice, right? In order to integrate this information and like know what you're going to do. You can have notes from this week, right? And then practice and write down your different examples this week too. So, okay, that was a sneak peek into week 5, conscious communication. And next week will be the last one. So, yeah, if you want to check out this True Love app, go ahead. And if you have questions, let us know. Have a wonderful day.